Hey guys, how's it going? Today I wanted to do an update video on my Mustang. I haven't made a video on this thing for like maybe 3-4 months. So today I'm going to do a video on it. Sorry if it's a little bit windy, but today I had some time to do a video on it. So as you can see, not much has changed, but I've done a few things to it. I tried to bring back the front bumper. As you can see, there's a little bit of a shine to it now. Before it was faded. But yeah, even though I got a lot of wax on here, so now it's all white. But otherwise, I basically went around it with Scratch X and got rid of most of the little scratches and imperfections and whatnot. As you can see, the back bumper was faded too. I got rid of most of it. I kind of brought it back. Otherwise, that's about it. Now, let's go over the engine bay, which is basically most of the stuff that I've replaced on this thing. First, so here's the engine bay. As you can see, it kind of almost looks the same, but it does got some red Edelbrock performance coil packs on it. They're high voltage, so they got more voltage than the stocks, so get more spark. But what's funny is after I bought this car, it started having a loud lifter tap to it. At least that's what I thought it had. Turned out a roller follower, which is a common issue on these cars, a roller follower failed and it grinded up the driver's side cam, so it sounded like it had lifter tap. I got sick of hearing it, so I parked it for about 3 months and I ended up just bulletproofing the engine. So I put new cams in it, new roller followers, OEM timing chain set, OEM Ford upgraded guides, tensioners, and then I put a Melling high flow or high volume oil pump in it. So this thing probably makes about maybe 20 more psi at idle. So yeah, it probably makes a lot more oil pressure, which is kind of funny because this car didn't have an oil pressure issue. So you know, the roller followers are known for seizing up, but I didn't expect it would happen with just 90,000 miles on this engine, but apparently it did. I have some photos of how it looked, so I'll probably show you some photos of how the old cams used to look. Otherwise, it sounds pretty healthy now, now that everything's new on it. So, yeah. So the inside, I actually ended up getting these door inserts, which this one, it came out looking fine. It fit pretty well, but these are just plastic. I got these off Amazon. As you can see, I ended up putting some Gorilla Glue there, which I gotta kind of scrape off because I couldn't get these things to stay on, so I had to use some Gorilla Glue. At first I used double-sided tape, but these just kept falling off, so that's that. Next, on the interior, I got this GT dad pedal because it matches the chrome on the dash. That's a factory OEM Ford upgrade. I got that on Amazon for $50. Over here, I got the billet cover for this. I got this off of American Muscle, which it's actually pretty nice. It's a real kind of, what is it, steel or something, but works good. And what other upgrades have I done in here? Probably not much. Not much has changed really. I got a dash pad, if that counts, a dash mat, and yeah, otherwise that's kind of about it. Let's go to the other side. And in case you didn't know, this is a California Special Mustang. Which I'll do a separate video on that, showing what came with the California Special. But yeah, here's the passenger side of this car. Now here's the passenger side of this door insert I got. And as you can see what I mean, they just don't fit that good. I want to say I paid about $40 for these off of Amazon. But yeah, they don't fit the best. And then right here doesn't fit at all. I mean, it does, but if I click this in, then the top will kind of fall down. So I just left it here and didn't mess with it. But that's going to be basically the rest of the interior. That's basically about everything else I've changed on this thing. I got these off Amazon. Do I recommend them? No, not really. If you're looking for something more that looks better and that fits right, you know, there's more options out there. And I believe there is some actual like leather inserts, but they're more expensive. So I went with these plastic ones, and they're not the best. I kind of had to trim this piece here just to get it to fit kind of over here. So yeah, it wasn't the best. Maybe it was just my luck and I just got a defective one. I don't know if any of you Mustang people bought some of these inserts off Amazon. Let me know if you had the same issues with it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how it sounds now. It sounds like a new engine. So, put the key in. As you can see, it has 98,901 miles on it. I put about maybe close to 500 miles on it just to kind of break in the cams. But I'm not sure how much longer how much more miles you got to put on it to break in the cams. But I haven't really got on it because I kind of want the cams to break in. So, yeah. People say the 4.6 is the best sounding engine in these. I'm not too sure about the 5.0s. I don't think I've ever heard a 5.0 close up. So I couldn't tell you, but the 4.6 does sound pretty good. Here's the engine bay. Which is, I can hear there's no more lifter tap. All you hear is just the injectors, the loud injectors on these engines. Which they are pretty loud. I believe I'm maybe close to $1,800 all in on doing all that work. I paid a mechanic $1,000 to do all the work. Oh, it's also got new phasers too. Which, that's another thing. The phasers themselves were about $400 from Ford. But all in all, was it worth it? Yeah, because number one, the lifter tap's not back. So one of the roller followers that hasn't seized up yet, so within 500 miles, so you know that's pretty good. So I believe this thing should be good. I got the updated style roller followers with a smaller hole, so they got a little bit more oil pressure up top. Otherwise, the engine sounds pretty good. So yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and go for a spin. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall over. Whoops, almost probably went towards driving off the curb like I did in my Ranger. Wouldn't want to do that in this car. Gas mileage, and right now I'm averaging 19.1 miles per gallon, and that's for mostly driving in the city. So as you can see, I don't beat on this car much, and I get decent gas mileage. Now, from upgrading the coil packs to high performance Edelbrock high spark coil, I thought I would get a little bit better gas mileage, but it looks like the gas mileage is about the same as the stock coils. So yeah, they were about $340 upgrade, but at my work I get a discount, so I paid about $170 for that upgrade, which there's no reason not to buy them for that price. So anyway, guys, I would like to thank you guys for watching this video. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think about this car. If you guys want to see more updates or upgrades on this car, if you guys know any good upgrades for these cars, comment down below, let me know. And thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.